Maria Montessori recognized that a secure bond between child and caregiver is the foundation for a child's confidence to explore the world. So when your child cries when you leave the room, it shows that they formed that important bond with you. Those tearful goodbyes, the clinging to your leg, the heartbreaking cries when you leave the room, these are all normal. They're a normal part of your child's development, especially if you have a child under 4 years. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am Ankita and I'm so happy you're here today. I blend Montessori, neuroscience, positive parenting, music to help you follow your child from day one to forever. Today we're talking about something that almost every parent faces: separation anxiety. Those tearful goodbyes, the clinging to your leg, the heartbreaking cries when you leave the room. These are all normal. They're a normal part of your child's development, especially if you have a child under 4 years. So let's really talk more about separation anxiety, what can help our children, what's going on, and how we can help our children sail through this phase with love and understanding. Separation anxiety is actually a sign of healthy attachment. Yes, Maria Montessori recognized that a secure bond between child and caregiver is the foundation for a child's confidence to explore the world. So when your child cries when you leave the room, it shows that they formed that important bond with you. They know you're their safe base and they worry when that safety is suddenly gone. Separation anxiety typically follows a pattern. Most babies are going to show their first signs around 8 to 10 months. That is when their child starts to understand that things and people still exist even when they cannot see them. This is called object permanence. It's a big brain development for little ones. And before this, when you left the room, your baby might not have gotten upset. It didn't matter to them. It was out of sight, out of mind. But after object permanence starts stepping in, they know you're somewhere there and they want you back. And there's another peak that happens around 18 months to 2 years, then again around 3 years old. Montessori observed these sensitive periods in development where children are going through important internal growth that we don't really notice from the outside. So what's happening in your toddler's mind during separation anxiety? There's several important things happening. First, they are developing a strong sense of self, which means they're understanding they're a separate person than you, which of course for smaller babies can feel a bit scary. Their memory is improving, which means they can hold an image of you in their mind longer, but also remember the times you've been gone, right? Their sense of time is still developing. So a 30-minute grocery run might feel like forever to them. Their imagination is growing, which means now they can imagine all sorts of things that might happen while you're away. All these developments are actually positive signs of growth, but they can make separations harder for a while. So now how are we going to let our children handle through this stage? So let's first look at some Montessori-inspired approaches. Number one, build trust through consistency. Montessori emphasized that children thrive when they can predict what will happen next. This is especially true during separations. So create a goodbye routine that you follow each time. Maybe it's 2 hugs, a high five, something like, I'll always come back. Second, prepare your child for separations. The Montessori method is all about preparation. Always prep your children. Showing children what to expect before it happens. So before there's a separation, talk to your children about it no matter how small they are. Tell them who they're going to be with. Tell them what they'll do while you're gone and when you'll be back. Use simple language and concrete time references that your children can understand. For example, tell them I'll come back after snack time. Or for an older child, when the big hand reaches 12, rather than telling them 2 hours. They don't know what is 2 hours, right? You could also tell your child that mama's going, but daddy is going to be here with you and you're going to have lunch, read some books, and by that time I should come back. Now for older children, of course, you can add in more details. They understand a lot more. So with children, you want to practice short separations first. Step out, come back. Step out, come back. This always starts building their trust. This is basically called practicing healthy separations. So they know that separations aren't permanent. Third, respect their feelings while holding boundaries. Maria Montessori encouraged adults to acknowledge children's feelings without any judgment. It's perfectly okay to say, I see You're feeling sad that I'm leaving. It's okay to feel sad. I'm going to miss you too. This validates what they're feeling without dismissing them. You're not going to try to talk them out of their feelings. At the same time, hold the boundary with gentle confidence. If you need to leave, show them empathy, remain calm and positive, and then leave. Your child is obviously going to pick up on your emotions because of mirror neurons. So if you're anxious about leaving, you're feeling guilty, it will make your child feeling worse. A calm, matter-of-fact attitude sends the message that this is normal separation and it's safe. Finally, fourth, create a goodbye ritual that empowers your child. We want children to be active participants in our parenting journey. Let your child have some control in the process, Maybe they get to choose whether you're doing a high five or a hug. They may be wanting to push the elevator button after saying goodbye to you. The hug button is very, very popular. You must have seen it somewhere. We draw a hand, on our child's hand, and we tell them that they can press the hug button when they miss us. And it also kind of tells them that, when you press this, I get a hug from you and you get a hug from me. So this is basically giving the child to do something when they're missing their parent. Fifth, make transitions gradual when possible. In Montessori, we use the principle of careful transition, which is carefully moving children from the known to the unknown. So when your child is starting a new situation, there's a new helper, there's a new school, see if you can make it gradual. Visit together, stay for some time, and then gradually increase the time apart. Sixth, create a supportive environment for reunions. Montessori emphasized the importance of prepared environment in really supporting the needs of the child. So when you reunite with the child, try to create a calm space for connection. If possible, just avoid doing other things and running into other activities. Just take a few minutes to reconnect. Listen to their stories. Give them a hug. Give them your full attention. It's also important to note what doesn't help with separation anxiety, which most parents do, sneaking away without saying goodbye. It may seem easier in the moment, but it damages trust. Children need to know they can count on you to tell them when you're leaving. Similarly, extending goodbyes too long or showing your own distress can make things harder for your child. Remember that separation anxiety often looks different depending on your child's age. So for a child who is, let's say, 8 or 12 months, it might just be crying when handed to someone else or when you leave the room. So a game like a peekaboo can actually help babies understand that things disappear and things reappear. They just disappear for a moment, they come back. For a toddler who's 1 to 2 years old, it could be they might be clinging on to you, there could be a little bit of big emotions or tantrums, they're following you wherever you go, they may be your bathroom partner. You can obviously use a small transition toy or a photo at this stage and just as a matter of fact talking to them about it. For an older child, they might just say 5 more minutes, mama, and then you go to work, 5 more minutes and then you drop me to school. They might also complain that I'm having a tummy ache, I don't want to go. This is all because of separation. So this age group benefits from more detailed explanations and problem-solving talks. Now, what about when separation anxiety gets so extreme that it's impacting daily functioning? So most separation anxiety is normal. It passes with time and support. But if your child's anxiety is preventing them from really functioning and doing age-appropriate activities, it lasts for several weeks, there is no improvement, there's panic symptoms and it's unsafe, it's causing crazy distress to the whole family, that is when you check with your pediatrician or you can check with a counselor. But this is something that's happened with me. Let me share a quick story about Zara. She's a 3-year-old. She would become completely inconsolable at preschool drop-off. Her parents and I worked together on several Montessori-inspired strategies. First was a visual schedule of a day that she would refer to, which had her own pictures. And we also arranged for her to bring a treasure box, that had a family photo, a token from home, something important to her. And parents really shortened the goodbye routine and they projected calm confidence. And later the drop-offs was being done by someone who was not a parent. The teachers reported that while she still had tears at drop-off, they now lasted just a few minutes instead of a whole morning, right? So after 3 to 4 weeks of consistency is when she began walking, into the classroom with just a quick hug. Before we wrap up, let's talk about taking care of ourselves. Separation anxiety can be really hard on parents. It's tough to leave when your child is crying. Remember that building their ability to feel secure, even when apart, is an important gift that you're giving to them. It's okay to have your own feelings about these separations. Try to remember their tears don't mean you're doing something wrong. Their ability to express missing you is actually a sign of healthy attachment. And this phase will pass as they develop more security and understanding. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content which is going to help you support your child from birth for a long time, and drop a comment sharing your experiences with separation anxiety. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next time. Till then, keep following your amazing child's lead.